Welcome back and prepare to be bedazzled because today we're going to be reviewing the Bandai Namco SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Superhero Son Gohan Beast Mode action figure. Is this action figure a paragon of resounding perfection or should it be relegated to the dumpster? Or is it characterized by unalloyed and insipid mediocrity in the form of a quantitative score that to raise this action figure to be a 5 out of 10? Would I deem this action figure to be a meritorious, stupendous, extraordinary, remarkable, worthwhile action figure? Well, if you're an avowed hardcore Dragon Ball Z fan, then this action figure will more than likely tickle your fancy, pique your interest, and appease you in every facet. Lamentably, much to my dismay, much to my consternation, much to my chagrin, much to my agony, much to my grief, much to my agitation, and much to my irritation, he commands a steep, staggering, hefty, exorbitant, lofty premium price of $65 plus sales tax, which is indeed a cost-prohibitive price point for the average Dragon Ball Z fan to acquiesce to paying. So what are this action figure's redeemable qualities? Well, fortunately, much of my relief, much of my elation, much of my gratification, he comes bundled with some accessories which encompass a special beam cannon that, of course, Piccolo can leverage, and he also comes bundled with interchangeable hands as well as interchangeable faceplate, so you could change out his visage. What are other redeemable qualities appertaining to this figure? Well, he has a high quality sculpt, high quality details, high quality shadings, high quality textures, and of course high quality aesthetics. And of course he emulates his Dragon Ball Super superhero movie counterpart. So why am I deterred to procure this figure? Why am I disinclined to buy this figure? Well, I think that this new transformation, this new form, is more or less a gimmick. Is it a marketing ploy? Was it manufactured? Was it forged? Was it elicited? Was it brought to fruition to incentivize customers to buy another variant of Gohan? Well, who the show knows? That is an enigma. But I do not envision Gohan innately, naturally having silver hair. Is it unbecoming of a Saiyan who have silver hair? I believe it is. I believe that this transformation is a gimmick. It doesn't feel like a natural progression for a Super Saiyan to progress to. If Gohan became a Super Saiyan 5, then I do not believe that his appearance would be akin to his appearance in Beast Mode. As per the price point, $65 plus sales tax is an ineffably steep price point to acquiesce to paying. Now, if you're going to pay 812.5% of the retail price of an Age October's Marvel Legends action figure, the value should be tantamount to at least $812.5% of the value of an 8 October's Marvel Legends action figure. Lamentably, in this context, that is not the case. He is devoid of a comic book, and also, unlike October's Marvel Legends action figure, he's devoid of a Build-A-Figure piece. If you recollect, the 8 October's Marvel Legends action figures came bundled with a Build-A-Figure piece for behemoths of a 16-inch Build-A-Figure in conjunction with coming bundled was a comic book. This Gohan action figure does not come bundled with manga, nor additional figures, nor Dragon Ball Z video games, nor Dragon Ball Z movies, nor Dragon Ball Z episodes. There's so much more that could have been wedged into the package, and they could have consolidated so much more into the package. And is this Gohan an aberrant? Well, he's a departure from the traditional Gohan action figure, metaphorically speaking. So if we're going to pay a markup that is 712.5% greater than the markup of an $8 Tobis More Legends action figure, we should get at least 712.5% more value for our money if we're going to expend it by buying a single action figure. This Gohan action figure should come bundled with a myriad of Dragon Ball Z action figures. It should come bundled with at least 7 other Dragon Ball Z action figures. It should also come bundled with Dragon Ball Z manga, Dragon Ball Z movies, Dragon Ball Z episodes, as well as Build-A-Figure pieces, and even Dragon Balls. So, it is a high quality figure. It hits those cylinders. But I'm not fervent about buying this figure. I'm not ineffably eager to buy this figure. I'm not inclined to buy this figure because not only is a price point cost prohibitive to consider paying for a single action figure, but I perceive this figure to be more of a gimmick than an action figure that would be befitting for a prestigious Dragon Ball Z action figure collection. It just seems unbecoming of Gohan to attain the Beast Mode form. Fortunately, he does have ample points of articulation. He does possess structural integrity. And he stands close to 7 inches tall, so he coincides eminently well with a prodigious 6 to 7 inch action figure collection. It's just too bad that more action figures and more accessories were not consolidated into the packaging, but I guess I'll be magnanimous and generous and furnish him with a final review score of 6 out of 10. Even though the price is 812.5% of the retail price of an $8 Tobis More Legends action figure, he's still nonetheless a high quality action figure who has latitude for dynamic posability and who emulates his movie counterpart. I hope that you deem this video to be enthralling, insightful, captivating, riveting, mesmerizing, and amusing. If Gohan ascended to Super Saiyan 5, I envision him having long hair that descends, and not that ascends. If he became Super Saiyan 5, I do not envision his hair being stationed upwards, but I envision it slumping downwards. I also envision him growing a tail if he became Super Saiyan 5. But it seems as though this new transformation was created just to show another variant of Gohan. And the transformation does not feel innate, it does not feel organic, it does not feel natural. It just feels fabricated for the prospect of selling another variant of Gohan. So, that's my input at least. I hope that you deem this video to be informative. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.